Okay, today we got a lot of scuba gear to clean, so let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. My name's Olivia, and I'm a professional scuba diver. I make new videos every week about scuba tips, training, and travel, so if you're interested in any of those topics, feel free to hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the video. So I have this entire bin that I just kind of stuff everything into. So now we're going to fill up the tub and start washing. Okay, alright, so once the tub is full, then you are going to put your cleaning solution in. So what I use is these Gear Aid cleaners. One of them is a wetsuit and dry suit shampoo, and the other one is a BCD cleaner. Both of them remove salt and chlorine deposits. The BCD cleaner also removes organic residue. And because what I'm currently cleaning up was a freshwater dive, I'm going to use the BCD cleaner because I want it to clean up organic residue as well. So I'm just going to follow the instructions listed on the back of the bag that says how much solution I add to the amount of water I'm using. I kind of just ballpark it. I don't think it's that serious. So I fill the tub first and then I pour the solution in, that way you don't have all the bubbles and everything. So for this BCD cleaner, the directions have you pour the solution into the pressure inflator mouthpiece, and then fill your BCD with water and shake it around really well and then rinse it out. That's something that I would do either semi-annually probably for how often I use my gear, or just on an as-needed basis. But just for soaking the outside and getting the outside of everything on all clean is what I do after every single dive. And then there's the wetsuit shampoo, which sometimes I'll do the BCD cleaner and the wetsuit separately. For this time though, I just don't think it's worth it, so I'm just gonna clean everything in the BCD cleaner. And then I will take the wetsuit and I completely submerge it into the water and kind of zhuzh it around. So all the neoprene goes in there. I even put my swimsuit in there actually. Usually for my mask, I'll just dip it and rinse it off, and then rinse it in fresh water. Then I take the BCD and I make sure all the air is pushed out of it. And then I get that completely wet in the tub as well. If you had something to weigh everything down to keep it all underwater, that would be better. I don't. So I just every once in a while come and mix it around. Then I usually let that sit for a couple of hours, and then I will be back for the next step.
2 hours later.
Okay, so this all is soaked for a few hours now, so I'm just going to drain the water and then give everything a quick rinse with fresh water. Then I'm just going to rinse off my fins and regulator as well. I make sure that the dust cap is on my reg before I rinse it in fresh water. And I'm gonna make sure to get fresh water rinsed inside of the mouthpieces, all the little nooks and crannies, like on the buckles and whatnot of my fins, just to get out any residue and whatnot. And then I'm going to hang everything up on hangers and just let it air dry. So I always hang my wetsuits to dry inside out because I'm usually using them again pretty soon. So I want the inside to be the driest because that makes it the easiest to put back on. So then I'm just going to leave my fins there to dry, and then I'm gonna go put my regulator in like a safe place that it doesn't get knocked around or anything like that, to also air dry. If you have a garage, you can use just like a big tote and fill that up with water and solution and rinse and soak everything in there, and then use like a hose to rinse it down, and then you can hang it up in your garage. You could get like a clothes rack hanger that you can hang your stuff on in your garage to dry. If you have a tub, obviously, like I do, you could use this. So ideally, you want to let your scuba equipment dry, not in direct sunlight. The sun is going to degrade like any adhesive and the neoprene, and then just like bleach out the color of your gear. Your equipment will have a shorter lifespan if you always dry your gear out in the sun, so just be aware of that. If you have any sort of like indoor space that you can dry and store your gear at, that's going to be better than somewhere out in the sun. There are also BCD hangers. I just have mine set inside the tub to dry because I don't have a BCD hanger, and even if I did, my shower curtain rod would certainly not hold the weight of the BCD. But if you have something that can hold the weight of your equipment, I recommend getting one of those. That's gonna make your equipment dry a lot faster and also just be easier to store it long term. Usually there's also a place that you can hang the rag on some of the scuba hangers that are available out there. I can leave links to the hangers I'm talking about in the description below if you're interested. So yeah, then I will just let everything dry overnight, and then once everything is fully dried up, I hang my wetsuits in a closet. My BCD goes back in my little tote bin that I use for lake diving, and then my regulator goes in the reg bag, all safe and secured up in my scuba closet and ready to be used on my next dive. So that is how I clean my equipment. If you're interested on following along in any of my other scuba shenanigans, you can follow me over on Instagram at Fully Submerged Scuba. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week until we dive again. Bye!